She's always by the front door, and she's always welcoming people and telling them to come to class or showing people like how to get to a bus stop. Me and her have definitely hung out for hours and hours and hours and hours sharing stories, and it took, I would say, until probably last year to actually tell me like her story about going to jail.
It's the sun and the moon, and it means my light and dark side. The lotus flower represents my beauty, and the arrow represents me moving forward in life, always moving forward. Never let things get you down. I had aged out of foster care, and I ended up meeting him, and he was older than me, and I was 18, naive. I was in an abusive relationship, and I committed the crimes for him, and then, my boyfriend told me, ask to go to prison. You'll only do 90 days, you'll get out, and you'll just be on parole. You gotta do the probation anyway. So I went in there. I went in front of the judge and asked to go to prison. Anything for him, And then I got to prison and I found out I was pregnant and I wasn't eligible for the center now. I had to stay in prison. And he disappeared 6 months into my pregnancy. I was given 2 to 14 years in prison, and I ended up doing 13 of them. I had my baby in prison, actually, in a hospital in Detroit. That experience, because I knew I was going to have to leave her. And I didn't know how to spend longer with her. You're only allowed 24 hours with your baby, and then they take them from you. So I stopped eating. And then finally, after 3 days, they were like, if you don't eat, we're going to take your baby out of the room. I ate and it was over. They came and got me. It hurt so bad. After that, my parents came and got my daughter. They said they were gonna, raise her until I got out of prison. Well, 4 months later, my father died, and my mom gave my daughter to the state. I fought for 2 years to keep her. They took her. So I'm bawling and bawling and bawling, and just tears won't stop flowing. I get back to prison and I feel despondent, like I seen all the women, feeling like I'm walking around like a zombie. I got paroled and they sent me to a shelter. So I got to the shelter, they're like, we don't have a bed for you. I was like, it's on my parole papers. They're like, nobody contacted us. Well, what do I do? So I asked my parole officer, what do I do? She's like, there's nobody you can stay with, any friends. I've been gone 13 years. No. And there was nowhere for me to go. So I slept outside. I was homeless 5 months. First, it took me 3 months to get identification. Because even though I gave 13 years to the state, I had to prove who I was. I couldn't get food stamps, couldn't get a job. To be honest with you, I prostituted to get what I needed. What else am I supposed to do? I don't think I've been heard a lot in my life. Even though I found my voice, nobody was listening. I think that's how I ended up in solitary confinement for so long. If you don't speak up, nobody knows. So you have to have a voice in order to get the help you need, in order to get, stability in your life. Well, coming here the first time, it was just so welcoming. Like, they check you in, they, tell you about what's going on, and that's why I like coming here. Just safe place for women.
When they come in here at the Hearth, really instill into them of that they are a person. They deserve love and respect and dignity and all of our beautiful values, and also justice of just being a human being that could have care, water, a shelter, to get hygiene closet stuff or showers and stuff like that. Some of the women will come in and they don't think they should. They will come in and they'll cry about how they don't deserve this, and people have told them they don't deserve this. And they also wonder how much does it cost to be here. And so when they find out that it's free, and that maybe we just ask that they wash their coffee cup, but they're just overwhelmed by all these resources that are here. They focus on all the different values that we have here. I think justice is kind of one of the pinnacle ones of where it comes down to the individual and how they get to be seen as a human being and a person.
They helped me get my Section 8. So I was very happy with that. With me, when I got off the streets, that was my cocoon, that was my safe place. I got my own place. And nobody can tell me what to do.
I think if their voices were actually heard, it would be pretty amazing for society and our community to actually hear them, because it's not what you think that it is. It's not this big, I want to win the lottery kind of style thing. They just want basic needs.
Some voices roar, some voices, meow. But you gotta have a voice. I found my voice when I had my baby. Helen. She is named after my sister, who's named after my grandmother. We've been writing back and forth a little bit. I haven't heard from her in a while, but we're writing back and forth a little bit, getting to know each other. I'm nervous about the outlook. I want to meet her so bad. I haven't seen her since she was 3 days old. So I want to meet her, but I don't think she's ready. You know what I mean? When she's ready, she'll tell me. So I'm just being patient for the future. And just hold on and praying.
Justice is how the community comes together and treats individual humans. And you can support that and be part of that. And the way I always view it is that you should be advocating, supporting, and being involved with an agency that actually follows your beliefs and also follows what is the good that you want to change into the world. If you're part of that, even in the smallest little ways, I think it does make a difference, and you are part of a huge, big overall change.